So today we're going to talk about how to be friends and possibly date someone that might be on the autism spectrum. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jesse from Jesse's Life in the Spectrum. If you are new here, I have autism and ADHD, and I make weekly videos to provide insight as to what it is like to live on the spectrum. If you guys stick until the end of this video, I will share the most important thing about dating someone that's on the autism spectrum. So autism does present some unique challenges when it comes to dating and relationships in general. The reason for this is because our brains are wired differently from neurotypical people. The thing is that we are wired in a way that social interactions are challenging for us. The thing that we most struggle with as autistic individuals is nonverbal communication, which is 85% of all communication, as they say. 85%, 90%, I'm not sure the exact number, but it's pretty high up there. Pretty much most communication is nonverbal. So as a result of this, if we're missing out on nonverbal communication, or have problems interpreting that communication, then that means we're missing out 85 to 90% of the whole communication. So pretty much a lot of times things have to be spelled out for us. So by the way, not only do we have a challenge with receiving communication, but also sharing it as well. So, like, for example, some of us have trouble smiling. Some of us have trouble making eye contact. That's a big one. We don't like to look people in the eye. Some of us have that challenge, and that is because, as they say, your windows are the eyes to your soul. And the thing is, we are very guarded as individuals because we've been bullied, harassed, we've been made fun of, probably growing up, and a lot of us, I won't speak for everybody, but a lot of us, we have problems trusting, so we put up these walls all around us as a defense mechanism. So we don't want you to know what we're thinking. One thing worth mentioning is that when we step out in faith and pursue that friendship or pursue that relationship or take the initiative, make that phone call, send that text message, and we do not get a response back, a lot of times our default reaction is just to assume that that person's not interested in us, they don't love us, they want nothing to do with us. That's our reaction. And again, that's because we've been bullied, harassed, all of that, and we're carrying that. A lot of times, since we've been rejected in the past and think we are going to be rejected, we reject the person first. So this is sad because relationships with people that are on the autism spectrum are some of the most rewarding of all. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the spectrum. I just want to share some reasons why friendships and relationships with people that are on the spectrum are very rewarding, starting with the fact that we are very loyal. It's hard enough for us to find friends that will take the time to get to know us. So if we determine that you're one of those people that really cares for us deeply, you're a friend for life, right? So we're very, very loyal. Number two, We're going to tell you things exactly how it is. We're not gonna sugarcoat things. We're not gonna BS things around. We're not gonna just use words just to use them, just to make things sound pretty and stuff. We're just gonna tell you how it is, whether that's good or bad. We're just gonna tell you how it is. So the next thing, and this is what makes people on the spectrum pretty unique, is that they're extra expressive. They're expressive with their friends and romantic partners. We're very expressive with our romantic partners and friends. We're very creative. Those of us in the spectrum, a lot of times we tend to have interest in being creative, whether that's art, whether that's music. We're very good remembering when your birthday is, what things you like, what song you like. Like some people told me, oh, I like this perfume, and I might remember. I might remember that you like that perfume, and I'll buy it for you. And sometimes people tell me, oh, how do you know I like that? Well, you told me that. You told me. Oh, but when? Well, like 6 months ago. Oh, wow, I didn't remember. So, like, that's one of our strengths right there. So that makes it, a very rewarding experience for the person that's not on the spectrum to feel extra special. Sometimes we overdo it, but that's one of the benefits. That's one of the rewards. So, what is a person to do if they are dating or are friends with someone that might be on the autism spectrum? So number one, you never ask them directly, at least at first. You don't want to straight up say, are you autistic? Are you on the spectrum? Because for a lot of us, that's a source of shame. At least for me, it was a source of shame, as I shared in other videos, for 20 plus years. So please do not ask that person directly, at least not at first, until you build that trust with that person. And second of all, I would say, if you really want to invest in this person, if you feel that this person, after getting to know them a little bit here and there, if you feel that it's worth investing in this person, ask them out. Take the initiative, regardless of gender. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Take the initiative. Ask them out for coffee. It doesn't have to be anything too complicated. Fun fact: nowhere in the Bible does it say that girls cannot make the first move. It doesn't say. Alright? If you ask him for coffee, you make that move, you take that initiative, and he accepts, and you guys have a conversation. Hey, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Just like any other conversation, and hey, it may lead to more. There's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So now I want to talk to the guys pursuing an autistic girl. Here, guys, it is very important to take it slow. In fact, extra slow, guys. Because probably this girl that you're pursuing has been made fun of before, has been bullied before, or maybe even ghosted before, and I'm sure there's significant trauma in those situations, So you have to, if you're going to take on the challenge of dating this person, getting to know this person and invest in this person, take it extra slow. As the Bible says, love is patient. Alright, so take the time to get to know the person. Alright, and again, you know, you get to know them. If things work out, fine. If they don't, they don't. But you know, you have to be patient. Very, very patient. All right. And again, as I said earlier in the video, if you show this female that you're with her for the long haul, she'll start opening up and opening up and opening up, and eventually she's gonna give you that loyalty, possibly for life. You know, she's gonna give you that loyalty, which is one of the rewards that I mentioned earlier in the video from dating an autistic person. And most importantly, guys, this is the big one. As I promised, this is the big one. So if you have this relationship, you're possibly looking to date an autistic person. You're in this possibly in this season of you're not sure what's going on. Do they like me? Do they not? They don't know maybe how to express it. I mean, you know, sometimes there's a lot of gray area. They're not being expressive. They're not being intentional, or maybe they are, and all this confusion, right? So the most important thing to do is to surrender it to God. That's the most important thing. All right, most important thing. Because at the end of the day, if it's meant to work out, God will put the proper ducks in a row to make everything work out. That autistic person will be more outspoken. If you don't believe in God, let's agree on the fact that you can't force it. You know, there's no point in forcing something that's not meant to be. If you're not vibing, it's not worth forcing it for either one of you. And if you're the person that's on the autistic spectrum that is with this other person that's neurotypical, you know, and he or she doesn't value you, move on. You're not less than because you're on the autism spectrum. You're not less than. You're not less than. We're all God's children here. You know, and one thing I always like to say, I mean, we all pee and poop. So, you know, to summarize here, you know, relationships with autistic people can be challenging, but also very rewarding as well. But really, isn't that true in any relationship, guys? Are all relationships challenging and rewarding at the same time? You just have to take the good and the bad and the ugly, and just surrender it to God and see, you know, is this worth it? You know, is this relationship gonna work out? Is this something that's gonna produce fruit in my life? And if it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out. All right. You know, it's just like any other relationship. You know. All right. So that is it for today's video, you guys. If you have liked today's content, please take a moment to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. And hey guys, if you want to see more content like this, please click on the notifications bell. And what's gonna happen is every time I release a video, which is gonna be typically Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, you'll get a notification on your phone, on your tablet, whatever it is, so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And as I always like to say, the best is yet to come. Love you all.